Good morning, friends. Today, Pythagorean triplets. Actually, it is there in our 8th class CBSE syllabus. Okay, Pythagorean triplets. So, Pythagoras is a mathematician. He is from Greece. He proposed one theorem that is called Pythagoras theorem based on right angle triangle. Okay, based on right angle triangle. Suppose in a right angle triangle ABC, usually everybody will tell what is Pythagoras theorem. They will tell you side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Suppose this side if you consider as A units, this side if you consider as C units, this is called hypotenuse. Of course, if you consider as C units, the longest side of the right angle triangle or opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse. Now, side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. That means A square plus B square is equal to C square. Side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square is called a Pythagoras theorem. Okay, how it is developed? What is the basic idea of side square plus side square? Okay, I am telling now that basic idea concept. Okay, so what is the basic idea of that? Okay, I am taking one right angle triangle. Okay, and I am taking the three sides with the three different colors I am marking. Okay, one side with blue, one side with red, and the hypotenuse especially I am marking with a green pen. Okay, now three sides are there. What is meant by side square? Okay, the side square basic principle came from a square of side. Three units are there, then area is equal to 3 square. If side is 4 units, area is equal to 4 square. If side is 10 units, area is equal to 10 square. So, square means the side is squared. Side is square means the side is squared. When the side will be squared, then when area of square if you found, area of square, okay, then area of square formula is side into side. Side square will come. That means now if you develop a square here, if you develop one square here and one more square below of it, okay, one more square below of it, this is one square, and one more square as one of the side as its hypotenuse. Okay, this is one square. Okay, just I am shading. This is one square. Okay, so this is one square I am doing. Okay, now one more square is this blue one. Okay, now this side is A. Think of this side is A. So, what is its area? Yes, area is equal to A square. Okay, suppose if this side is B, this side is B. So, what is its area? Area is equal to B square. Okay, now this side is C. This side is C. So, what is this area? Area is equal to C square. So, in a right angle triangle, altogether we came to know, in a right angle triangle, okay, in a right angle triangle, sum of the squares of any two sides, sum of the squares of any two sides. That means this side square, that means here one square if you form, here one more square if you form, then sum of these two squares is equal to one more square will come. Okay, that means this is A square, and this is b square. If you add, one more square will come. One more square will come. Okay, sum of two squares, square pieces, area of one square plus area of one square is equal to hypotenuse square. Okay, now one example we'll consider like this. If the square is 3, okay, this square side is 3, then area will be how much? 3 square. This side is some 4, then area will be how much? 4 square. If this side is how much? So that it is a right angle triangle. How much it can be? 3 square plus 4 square is equal to, 3 square value is how much? 9. 4 square value is how much? 16. 9 plus 16 is how much? 25. Then 25 can be written as 5 square. So, if this side is 5, okay, this side is 3. If one more side is 4, then third side will be 5. Yes, that is 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. So, the digits 3, 4, 5 are satisfying a concept, that is side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Then 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. Okay, why 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets? Because the side 3, if side 3 one square is formed, with the side 4 another square is formed, then area of these two squares is equal to area of the other one. Therefore, 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. So, is Pythagorean triplets are finite or infinite? How many will be there? Okay, we'll check now. And what are can be Pythagorean triplets? Also, we'll check now. Okay? Okay, now suppose some numbers 2, 5, 7 are Pythagorean triplets or not. Okay, so how to check? The longest side, okay, is called hypotenuse. Always the longest side is hypotenuse. So 2 square plus 5 square is equal to, 2 square is how much? 4. 5 square is how much? 25. 5 square, 5 plus 25 is 29. 7 square is how much? 49. Both are equal? No. That means 29 is not equal to 49. So a square plus b square is not equal to c square. Then 2, 5, 7 are not a Pythagorean triplet. 2, 5, 7 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Suppose one more number is given. One more pair. 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagorean triplet. We'll check. Always the highest one is hypotenuse. We should consider always the hypotenuse one is the highest one. So, a square plus b square is equal to 6 square plus 8 square. So, 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. C square is equal to 10 square is equal to 100. 100 is equal to 100. Yes. Therefore, a square plus b square is equal to c square. That implies 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagorean triplet. So, whenever you will get 3 numbers, okay, three numbers are called triplets. Whether they are satisfying the sides of the Pythagoras like right angle triangle or not. So, they are not Pythagorean triplets. Suppose 2, 5, 7 not Pythagorean triplet, 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagorean triplet. Means what? What it will satisfy? That is nothing but if 2, 5, 7, if it is 2, if it is 7, 5, it cannot be 7. This side cannot be 7. That side will be how much? 29 root. This cannot be 7. It can be root 29. Suppose here you see, if one side is 6, other side is 8, yes, the third side is 10. We can form a triangle which is a right angle triangle. That means Pythagorean triplet means with the three sides we can form a right angle triangle. Okay, now see, I gave some Pythagorean triplets to you all. Okay, so whether the first two I checked. What is the first one? 3, 4, 5. What is the second one? 6, 8, 10. Those two I checked. Now you need to find out and you need to check whether they are from Pythagorean triplets or not. Okay, take one pair. Take one pair. What is the hypotenuse one? Obviously the highest one. Take the highest one as hypotenuse. Sum of the squares of two sides and find out the square of the hypotenuse. If both are equal, yes, they are from Pythagorean triplets. Means they are from sides of the right angle triangle. If not, no, they are not Pythagorean triplets. So what? With that pair, means that the three sides, we cannot form a right angle triangle. Okay? Now, look at this picture. Now, see, one side with one color and other side with one color with hypotenuse weight divided into the two different basic colors. So, it will give the clear information about the Pythagoras theorem. Okay? Now, one more angle also we can say in this Pythagoras theorem. That is, okay, now with the three sides and four sides, one picture if I drawn with graphs, with the five sides also if you draw, then the other square if you reverse and just replace it, then the adjacent vertices clearly if that touches both the adjacent sides like this, then see the vertex of the first one and this one is includes, that is the down sides is 3 centimeters and wherever the other one is 4 centimeters and this coincide edge is 5 centimeters. The inside the square we can see a right angle triangle there. So this is possible with 3, 4, 5 sides. Okay, and one more peculiar property in right angle triangle only exists in 3, 4, 5 sides. That is, okay, now an interesting fact in a right angle triangle where the sides are 3, 4, 5 centimeters. Okay, it's very interesting fact. What is that? Here 3 centimeters is the side. Okay, now see 3 by 3 square I did here. Area will be how much? 9 centimeters square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, it is 4 by 4 centimeters. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did. So, here, 4 by 4 network. So, area of the square will be 4 by 4. That is 60. Now, it is 5 by 5. Okay? 5 by 5. So, 25. So, 3, 4, 5 is obviously it is a perfect square. Okay? So, they are from right angle triangle. Now, what is the interesting property? Here it is. Okay? Here it is. Now, what is this you see? 1, 2, 3. 3 sides. So, here it is 3. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides, it is 4. Now, what type of figure it is? Right. Rectangle. Now, how many squares are there? 12. Because 3 by 4 figure it is. Okay? It is 12. Now, what are the sides here? 3, 4, 5. This is a Pythagorean triplet. 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. Add the sides. 3 plus 4 plus 5. How much? 12. Now, multiply only the perpendicular sides, not the hypotenuse. 12. So, this is the very interesting fact we can find here. Okay? sum of three sides is 12 and non-hypotenuse, product of two sides, non-hypotenuse is equal to also 12. It exists only in this triangle with the sides 3, 4, 5 and really it is interesting. Now, okay, now how to find out the Pythagorean triplets? This is our task. How to find out a Pythagorean triplet? Suppose if m is any natural number and m greater than 2. Okay, m is any natural number. What are natural numbers? Yes, counting numbers. You are right. Counting numbers. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So, m can be greater than 2. M can be greater than 2. So, what are m can be numbers? Yes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. M can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. Now, if m can be like this, then the Pythagorean triplets, the form is 2m, comma, m square minus 1, comma, m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. What is that? 2m, comma, m square minus 1, comma, m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplet. How it is a Pythagorean triplet? After 2-3 examples, I will derive at the end of this video. First we will complete with numericals, then we will go with variables, then it will make you more clear and understand. Suppose now I want a Pythagorean triplet. We already know that yes, 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet, right? 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. We already discussed 2, 3 times with different examples also. How to find here? So, 2m is equal to, that means I want 3 here. Okay, I want 3 here. So, 3, 4, 5 can be a Pythagorean triplet. Other than this, first we will discuss a better example, then come to our known example. We will find one example, then we will discuss. Suppose if 2m is equal to, okay, I am taking some 6. So, m is equal to how much? 6 by 2. That is how much? 3. Now, substitute here 2 into 3. 3 square minus 1. 3 square plus 1. 2 3s are 6. 3 square minus 1. 3 square is how much? 9. 9 minus 1. 8. 3 square plus 1. 3 square plus 1 is how much? 10. So, 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagorean triplet. Suppose if they asked you, find a Pythagorean triplet, okay, in which one side is 12. Okay, one side is 12. He wants a Pythagorean triplet. Of course, one side is compulsory 12. Okay, that means one side is 12. 2m is equal to 12. M is equal to 6. Now substitute here 2. What is m value? 6. What is m value? 6 square minus 1. 6 square plus 1. 2 6 are 12. 6 square 36 minus 1 35. 6 square 36 plus 1 37. So we found a Pythagorean triplet whose one side is 12. Okay, like this we can find many things in Pythagorean triplets. Okay, now 3, 4, 5. First I told you the one example, right? 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 as this one. So always we have to consider like 2m is equal to 4. Then m is equal to 4 by 2, that is 2. M is equal to 4 by 2, 2. Now substitute here, 2 into m value is how much? 2. 2 square minus 1, 2 square plus 1. 2 2s are 4. 2 square. 2 square is how much? 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 2 square plus 1, 5. We are writing in an order least to maximum because maximum is the hypotenuse. So 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. This is the way to find out a Pythagorean triplet in which one number is that one. By using the formula 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Okay. Now, I told you in the beginning that I will derive this one. It is as the sides of the Pythagorean triplets. Now, we'll divide that. Right. Now, 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 are the sides of the right angle triangle. Of course, longest side is m square plus 1 only, obviously. So, that is as hypotenuse. So, side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Okay. We'll check whether it is, how far it is true for that. Okay. So, side square plus side square. One side is how much here? 2m. What is the other side? M square minus 1 whole square. Okay. M square minus 1 whole square. So, 2 square is how much? 4m square. Now, this is in the form of good a minus b whole square. Formula is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Very good. Now substitute here a square, okay, minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Now here it is. 4m square, m square, whole square. I am not writing as m power 4 because, see, here it is 2m square plus 1. Now, if you observe clearly, there is only one like term here. 4m square and 2m square. Of course, 2 is having minus symbol. Only those two are like terms. Remaining are not like terms. So, I am writing this is as m square whole square, 4 minus 2, obviously plus 1. I am rewriting this is as m square minus whole square, 2 into m square, I am multiplying with 1 because 2 ones are 2 itself. And I am writing 1 as 1 square is 1 only. Because I am rewriting this one as in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. What is that? A square plus 2ab plus b square to write in the form of a plus b whole square. So, this is now it is equal to m square plus 1 whole square. Now, side square plus side square is equal to what we got? Hypotenuse square. So, one side is how much we got here? That is 2m. Okay, that is 2m. Other side is m square minus 1. And we got the answer as m square plus 1. So, side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Therefore, 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 is a Pythagorean triplets. And in the beginning I told you that m greater than 2. Okay. Suppose if m is less than 2, what will happen? We'll check. Okay. If m is greater than 2. I told you a condition that m is greater than 2. That means what you wrote here, m values are 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Any number you can take. If m is less than 2, what will happen? That means if m is equal to less than 2 or 2, greater than 2 means more than 2. less than 3 means what are the numbers we have? Of course, 0, 1, 2, minus, minus 2, so on. What are these around? We are taking as sides. This is the 3 centimeter side. This is 4 centimeter side. So there is no side in negative in any of the dimensional figure, either 2D dimension or 3D dimension. We cannot draw a minus 2 centimeters or minus 3 centimeters line. So triangle sides never be negative. And there never be 0 also. Never be 0 also. Now, if m is equal to 2 or m is equal to 1, what will happen? If m is equal to 2, come on, write down 2 into, that means m value, that means one side is 2. If one side is 2, okay, one side is 2, that means 2m is equal to 2. Now, m is equal to how much? 2 by 2, 1. What is that Pythagorean triplet formula I said? 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Now, 2m, 2 into 1, m means 1, 1 square minus 1, 1 square plus 1. Now, see here, 1 square minus 1. So, here, 2 ones are 2. 1 square minus 1 is how much? 0. Here, this formula is failing. This formula is failing. The formula is correct when m values are greater than 2. Okay? That means if side is 2, one side is 2, then we cannot write in this form so that you will get irrational number of sides in right angle triangle. One example I will tell you how to get the irrational sides of a right angle triangle. Suppose I will take one triangle with the side 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. This is one side 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. What is the Pythagoras theorem rule? Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. So 1 square plus 1 square. C square is equal to 1 plus 1. C square is equal to 2. That implies C is equal to root 2. So what is its hypotenuse? Root 2. 1 comma 1 comma root 2 is a Pythagorean triplet. So here Pythagorean triplet came in irrational numbers. Pythagorean triplet came in irrational numbers. Suppose some example, instead of 1, I am changing as this is as 2. Okay? I am changing this is as 2 and this is as 3. What will happen here? 2 square, 3 square. 2 square value is how much? 4. 3 square value is how much? 9. Then it is how much? 13. Then C is how much? Root of 13. So, 2 comma 3 comma root 13 is also a Pythagorean triplet. So, what is the before formula? 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 will gives you the Pythagorean triplets in rational numbers, of course, natural numbers. Here, this way, we can write 1 comma root 2, 2 comma 3 comma root 13. We can write in irrational numbers. So, Pythagorean triplets are like 3, 4, 5. Okay, and 6, 8, 10 are 1 comma root 2, 2 comma 3 comma root 13, so on, like that. We can write infinite number of Pythagorean triplets such that the first two are, all the sides are in counting numbers or natural numbers. The other two, here you can see, they are irrational numbers. So, such that we can form a Pythagorean triplets, and this is proposed by the great Greek mathematician Pythagoras. And Pythagoras theorem also there, which will come in our 10th standard. Okay, we'll discuss more there in 10th standard.